Good morning. My name is Mario Chapa. I'm a beekeeper, engineer, and founder of HiveGenie, a remote beehive monitoring sensoring device, Internet of Things, agricultural space. We've all heard of how important bees are to the food production, to the world. They're also a big business. We're also heard how fast beekeepers are losing bees. The last 6 years, beekeepers paid about $2 billion to replace 10 million lost beehives. HiveGenie is here to help. Many of the causes of colony death are preventable, and our technology can help the beekeeper with actionable items to prevent many of these causes. These fast decline rates have increased pollination costs almost by 3 to 4 times, so much so that industries like almond production, 20% of their cost is now pollination services. But beekeeping is a big business. Beekeeping contributes $40 billion to the US economy and almost $300 billion to the global markets. Yet, the industry hasn't changed much in the last 50 years, right? This industry is still managed by paper, pen, spreadsheets at the most, and the techniques, the hardware hasn't changed. It's an industry that's avid for technical solutions, and again, we're here to help. The HiveGenie is the only commercially available bee counter in the world. We generate a lot of usable data along with many sensors such as weight, temperature, relative humidity, light intensity, and we correlate all these data points and help the beekeeper manage their hives. The US market is pretty much segmented in 2 big chunks. Commercial beekeepers own about 3 million hives. Hobbies own about 2.5 million hives, and there are some research and sideliner hives as well. Worldwide, there's about 82 million commercial known beehives, probably more on the hobby and on the informal markets. Every inhabited continent has a commercial beekeeping operation. Where do we fit? We're the company that generates the most usable data, and we priced ourselves, our service, to sell. We really want to have a 10 to 15% penetration in our apiaries of our customers. We are certainly the company that has the most capabilities, and again, we sell our service to the beekeepers, but there are also other future revenue opportunities with the data that we generate. Agri-tech industries, farmers, research institutions, government institutions, crop insurance, even in Wall Street can benefit from our data. Particularly interesting is the crop insurance market, which last year they earned $10 billion in farm insurance policies, but they had to pay back to the farmers around half of that money in farm losses. So crop insurance companies will be very interested in accurately predicting and obviously preventing mortality rates or failure rates of crops. As you know, every pollination-dependent crop starts with pollination. So we have a piece of that puzzle that can help them solve their issues and save lots of money. Over the years, we've had many interesting milestones. The most interesting ones, we are in agreement with the 2 largest beekeepers in the US, and we're going to deploy 400 units to do a somewhat large field test to validate our technology. So this will make us accomplish our goal for this year. Next year, by the end of next year, when we have around 3,000 units deployed, we should be hitting a break-even point. We have great partners that are helping us develop our technology, deploy our technology, test our technology. But most importantly, I'm super proud of the most talented team of people that I know, and they're backing us up, and they're making this company the great company it is. Thank you very much. I'll take questions now.
This is super interesting. Can you just elaborate a little bit on exactly what you sell?
We sell work orders to the beekeeper. We tell them, if you go now and feed your bees, you're going to save this hive. If you go now and split your hive, you're going to have twice as many bees. So
you're collecting data to help them make decisions, and you're using instrumentation to collect the data?
Yes.
And are you a hardware company or are you a software company? What exactly
It's both. Actually, it's an Internet of Things company, so we have the hardware. We then use our software to generate work orders for the beekeeper.
And is it commercially available hardware, or do you have to be in the hardware business?
We already developed that hardware. But yeah, we use commercially available tools to analyze the data and store the data, like Amazon Web Services and Google Cloud Functions.
And so I also think this is really cool. So what sort of results are you seeing in the tests for the beekeepers who are using your software?
So normally beekeepers inspect at the most once every 14 days. An event that can kill your hive takes 2, 3, 5 days. So there's a lot of death opportunities within that 14-day range. We can tell you every 5 minutes what's going on, and we can detect trends within 5 minutes. In the same day, we can tell you, your hives are being attacked by a bear, they're dying because of pesticide use, you need to feed them, they're not finding any food. Most of the bee die-offs are preventable. If the beekeeper has information in real time, they know what to do to save the bees.
And who is your closest competitor right now?
It would probably be Arnia. Let me go back. So Arnia, most of the beekeeping sensors that are out there are not focused. We're focused on commercial beekeepers, but there's a bunch of them out there, but they're very expensive because they're selling the hardware. We're really selling the service. So, but yeah, Arnia is the only one that has more time than we have. Everybody except us, everybody uses microphones. We use bee counter. So this saves a lot of memory space and gives more accurate description of what's going on in the hive.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.